Dear Dhamma friends, today we are going to study about the following lesson from chapter 7, titled Compendium of the Four Vatthu-Dhammas, Sabha Singha. Titles are Compendium of the Four Vatthu-Dhammas, Sabha Singha, 5 aggregates, khandas, 5 aggregates or grasping, Upadana khanda, reason for classification or 2 types of khanda, and Nibbana is aggregate free. And next lesson, 12 bases, AYARTANAS, and 18 elements, DHARTUS. So, before we study about Lord Buddha Abhidhammar, we shall pay homage Namo Tassa 3 times to Lord Buddha. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Compendium of the Four Vatthu-Dhammas, Sabha Singha. 5 categories will be dealt with here. They are khanda, Upadana khanda, Ayatana, Dhatu, and ARIYA-SACCAS. ARIYA-SACCAS. So I have to mention about number 5, 4 noble truths, ARIYA-SACCAS. We will see in page 219. Today we are going to study about from page 213 to 220. So, Compendium of the Four Vatthu-Dhammas, Sabha Singha, 5 aggregates were dealt with here. They are khanda, Upadana khanda, Ayatana, Dhatu, and ARIYA-SACCAS. Number 1, 5 aggregates, khandas. Khanda means group or aggregate. Buddha has summed up all the physical and mental phenomena or existence into 5 groups or aggregates. Number 1, Rupa Khanda, materiality aggregate consisting of 28 rupas. Number 2, Vedana Khanda, feeling aggregate consisting of Sukha Vedana, Dukkha Vedana, Somanassa Vedana, Domanassa Vedana, and Ubekha Vedana. Number 3, Sanya Khanda, possession aggregate comprising possession of form, sound, odor, taste, tangible objects, and mental impression. Number 4, Sankhara Khanda, aggregate of mental formation. It contains all 50 Chitasika, Aradan, Vedana, and Sanya. Number 5, Vijnana Khanda, consciousness aggregate. It consists of 89 or 121 chittas. In grouping the components of each khanda, 11 aspects must be taken into account. These aspects are past, present, future, internal, ejjatika, edana, bahida, inferior, hina, superior, panita, distant, dure, niya, santike, gross, olarika, and substance, sukkuma. The purpose of analyzing a being into 5 aggregates of existence is to eliminate the wrong perception and the wrong view that ego, sat, personality, or atta exists. The elimination will lead to the path of strength winner. Number 2, 5 aggregates of grasping, Upadana khanda. In specifying the 5 khandas, Buddha has taken into account the physical and mental phenomena, but in Vipassana meditation, one does not investigate the Lokuttara Chittas and the associated Chitasika, the 81 Lokiya Chittas, their concomitants and materiality group form the objects of grasping by Lobha and Ditthi. The division of these objects of grasping into 5 groups gives rise to 5 Upadana khandas. Number 1, Rupa Khanda, material aggregate consisting of 28 rupa. Number 2, Vedanu Parana Khanda, feeling aggregates consisting of Vedana associated with 81 Lokiya Chadas. Number 3, Sanyu Parana Khanda, possession aggregate consisting of signals associated with 81 Lokiya Chadas. Number 4, Sankharu Parana Khanda, aggregate of mental formation. It consists of 50 Lokiya Chedasikas other than Vedana and Sanya. Number 5, Vinyanu Paranakhanda, consciousness aggregate consisting of 81 Lokiya Chetas. Reason for classification of two types of khanda, in order to show that there are only 5 groups of existence and that there are no ego, no self, no person or other. Buddha classified the physical and mental phenomena, whether mundane or supramundane, into 5 groups. This is his first khanda desana. Number 2, in insight meditation, the Lokottara Chetas and their concomitants are not investigated because they do not belong to the group of suffering dukkha sijja. Only Lokiya Chetas and their concomitants as well as the materiality group are investigated in insight meditation because they are grasped by upadana, lobha and ditthi, and they are involved in the round of mystery. Besides, they possess the characteristic of impermanent nature, suffering, dukkha, and not self anatta. So, the Buddha again classified the physical and mental phenomena, which are grasped by clinging upadana, into 5 groups. This is his second upadana khanda desana. Nibbana is aggregate free. In the classification of 5 groups of existence, Nibbana is not included. The reason is that there is only one Nibbana and it belongs to a class of its own. As it always exists, it cannot be differentiated as past, present, and future. It cannot be differentiated as internal and external. It belongs to the external, Bahida. It cannot be differentiated as base and supreme. It belongs to the supreme Panita. It cannot be differentiated as Dure, distant, and Santike, near. It is Dure alone as it is far from ordinary knowledge. It cannot be differentiated as gross and subtle. It is subtle, Sukkuma. Pahida, Sukkuma, Panita, and Dure do not imply different Nibbana. They are the different attributes of the same Nibbana. So, there are no two varieties of Nibbana. Thus, Nibbana need not be classified as a khanda. Number 3, 12 bases, AYARTANAS. Ayatana means base, source, or sphere. Here, the 12 Ayatanas means the 12 bases or sources from which consciousness and its concomitants arise. The 12 bases are divided equally into 2 groups. A. Ejjatika internal and B. Beheda external. A. 6 internal bases. Ejjatika Yadana, 6 sense doors. Number 1. Chakha Yadana, Chakhu Pasada, eye base, eye door. Number 2. Sota Yadana, Sota Pasada, ear base, ear door. Number 3. Ghana Yadana, Ghana Pasada, nose base, nose door. Number 4. Jainwa Yadana, Jainwa Pasada, Tonch Bay, Ton door. Number 5. Kaya Yadana, Kaya Pasada, body base, body door. Number 6. Mana Yadana, 89 or 121 Chittas, mind base, mind door. B. 6 internal bases. Bahira Yadana, 6 sense objects. Number 1. Rupa Yadana, Vana, visible objects. Number 2. Sada Yadana, Sada, sound. Number 3. Ganda Yadana, Ganda, odor. Number 4. Rasa Yadana, Rasa, taste. Number 5. Padapa Yadana, Patavi, Tejo, Vayo, tangible objects. Number 6. Dhamma Yadana, mind objects consisting of 52 Chittasika, 16 Sukkuma, Rupas, and Nibbana. Note, the 6 internal bases consist of the five physical sense door and consciousness, Manayatana is a collected term for all. I will repeat again this sentence. Manayatana is a collected term for all consciousness. Number 2. The six eternal basic concepts of the six sense objects. Dhammayatana is a little short of Dhamma Ramana as it does not contain Chitta, Pasada, Rupa and concepts. Chitta and Pasada, Rupas are already described among the six internal bases, whereas concepts do not belong to realities, so they are not included in Dhammayatana. Number 3. All Chittas, all Chittasika, all Rupas and Nibbananas are included in the 12 Ayatanas. Number 4. Cognitive processes arise from the contact between internal bases and external bases. When the visible object strikes the eye base, Chakku Dwara Vittis arise. When the sound strikes the ear base, Soda Dwara Vitti arise, and so on. And number 5. Those who have difficulty to understand the 5 Upadana Khandas may understand the 12 Ayatanas and thus see the absence of an ego entirely called Atta or Self. This understanding may lead to their liberation. Number 6. One other reason why the Ayatanas are so called is that they cause the long cycle or mystery. Number 4. 18 elements. Dhatu. Dhatu is that which bears its own characteristics. It exists in the nature of functions, its purpose, but it is not a living being. Buddha has divided all the realities into 18 dhatus or elements for the benefit of those who could not understand Upadana Khandas and Ayatana to show them clearly that there is no Atta nor a living being. The 18 dhatus are equally divided into 3 groups. A. 6 objective elements, B. 6 objective elements, and C. 6 intelligent elements. A. 6 objective elements. Dwaras door. Number 1. Chakku dhatu, Chakku pasada, eye door. Number 2. Sota dhatu, Sota pasada, ear door. Number 3. Ghana dhatu, Ghana pasada, nose door. Number 4. Jingwa dhatu, Jingwa pasada, tongue door. Number 5. Kaya dhatu, Kaya pasada, body door. Number 6. Mano dhatu, Pincha dwara vijana, and 2 Sampadichanas. B. 6 objectives elements, sense objects. 7. Rupa dhatu, Vana, visible objects. Number 8. Sada dhatu, Sada, sound. Number 9. Khanda dhatu, Khanda, odor. Number 10. Rasa dhatu, Rasa, taste. Number 11. Padapa dhatu, Pathavi, Tejo, Vayo, tangible objects. Number 12. Dhamma dhatu, 52 Chittasika, 16 Sukkuma Rupas and Nibbana, the same as Dhammayatana. C. 6 intelligent elements, consciousness elements. 13 Chakku Vijnana dhatu, eye consciousness element. 2 Chakku Vijnana Chittas, 2 eye consciousnesses. 14 Sota Vijnana dhatu, ear consciousness element. 2 Sota Vijnana Chittas, 2 ear consciousnesses. 15 Ghana Vijnana dhatu, nose consciousness element. 2 Ghana Vijnana Chittas, 2 nose consciousnesses. 16 Jingwa Vijnana dhatu, touch consciousness element. 2 Jingwa Vijnana Chittas, 2 touch consciousnesses. 17 Kaya Vijnana dhatu, body consciousness element. 2 Kaya Vijnana Chittas, 2 body consciousnesses. 18 Mano Vijnana dhatu, mind consciousness element. 76 Chittas excluding 10 Dvipincha Vijnana Chittas and 3 Mano dhatu Chittas. Notes. Number 1. Based on 6 door and 6 sense objects, 6 types of consciousness arise. Thus, there are 18 dhatus or elements. Number 2. The 18 dhatus include all rupas, all chittas, all chittasika and nibbana, just like the 12 AYARTANAS. Number 3, the 4 essential elements previously Prithvi, Dhatu, Abo Dhatu, Tejo Dhatu, and Vayu Dhatu should not be counted among the 18 elements, which of course include the 4 essential elements in numbers 11 and 12. Number 4, 12 ayatana become 18 elements by dividing manayatana 89 jhatas into 7 consciousness elements. Number 6, 13 to 18. Number 5, 4 noble truths, ARIYA-SACCAS. Saccas mean truth, the truth that can be understood fully only by Ariyas. I will repeat again. Number 5, 4 noble truth, ARIYA-SACCAS. Saccas mean truth, the truth that can be understood fully only by Ariyas, noble person. I will repeat again this sentence to understand clearly. Number 5, 4 noble truths, ARIYA-SACCAS. Saccas mean truth, the truth that can be understood fully only by Ariyas, noble person is called ARIYA-SACCA, noble truth. There are 4 noble truths which are the briefest synthesis of the entire teaching of the Buddha. They encompass everything and contain all those manifold doctrines or threefold canons Tipitaka. They are truly universal laws of the highest form, and those who see them clearly become noble person. The Abhidhammar names, the common names, and the meanings of the 4 noble truths are described in Table 7.3. Here we see Table 7.3, 4 noble truths. Abhidhammar names are: number 1, Dukkha ARIYA-SACCAS. Number 2, Dukkha Samudaya ARIYA-SACCAS. Number 3, Dukkha Nirodha ARIYA-SACCAS. Number 4, Dukkha Nirodha Gamini Patipada ARIYA-SACCAS. Common names of 4 noble truths are: number 1, Dukkha SACCAS. Number 2, Samudaya SACCAS. Number 3, Nirodha SACCAS. Number 4, Magga SACCAS. The meanings of 4 noble truths are: the noble truth, number 1, the noble truth of suffering. Number 2, the noble truth of the cause of suffering. Number 3, the noble truth of the cessation of suffering. Number 4, the noble truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering. I will repeat again this. The meanings of 4 noble truths are: number 1, the noble truth of suffering. Number 2, the noble truth of the cause of suffering. Number 3, the noble truth of the cessation of suffering. Number 4, the noble truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering. To understand clearly, I will repeat again about the meanings of 4 noble truths are: number 1, the noble truth of suffering. Number 2, the noble truth of the cause of suffering. Number 3, the noble truth of the cessation of suffering. Number 4, the noble truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering. Next lesson, the essential elements of each noble truth and what the truths teach. Number 1, 81 Lokiya Chitta, 51 Lokiya Chittasikas, excluding Lobha, and 28 types of Rupas are the essential elements of the noble truths of suffering. They cause the long cycle of rebirth and misery in the 3 spheres, namely Kama Loka, Rupa Loka, and Arupa Loka. The first truth teaches us that all forms of existence, whatsoever are unsatisfactory as they are subject to suffering, dukkha. Number 2, the real essence of the noble truth or the cause of suffering is tanha, which is lobha, present in 8 lobha mula cittas. Tanha brings about rebirth and misery in the unending chain of continuous existence. The second truth teaches that all suffering, including all rebirth, is produced by craving tanha. Number 3. The real essence of the noble truth or the cessation of suffering is nibbana, which arises as the result of the cessation of craving. The third truth teaches us that extinction of craving necessarily results in extinction nirodha or rebirth and suffering. The extinction of rebirth and suffering results in eternal peace. I will repeat again this sentence. The extinction of rebirth and suffering results in eternal peace, Santi Sukha, which is Nibbana. To understand clearly, I will repeat again this sentence. The extinction of rebirth and suffering results in eternal peace, Santi Sukha, which is Nibbana. Number 4. The 8 Magginga present in Magga Chattas are the essential elements of the noble truth or the path leading to the cessation of suffering. The fourth truth teaches us that the 8 Maggingas are the real means by which the extinction of rebirth and suffering can be brought about. Number 5. The noble truth of suffering and the noble truth of the cause of suffering are known as mundane truths, ARIYA-SACCAS. The latter is the cause and the former is the effect. The noble truth of the cessation of suffering and the noble truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering are known as supramundane truths, AGGREGATE-SACCAS. Again, the latter is the cause and the former is the effect. Number 6. There is a general belief in Myanmar that one life is not worth living if one does not know KHANDAs, AYARTANAS, DHARTUS, and SACCAS. So we are fortunate to learn them now, and we should exercise the right effort to know them by insight, wisdom, Pavanamaya Jnana. Then we shall realize Nibbana. This is the end of chapter 7. Thank you for listening. May you be enjoying listening to my thoughts to gain merits.